Hello, everyone. So, for part two, this is your performance unit. So, you have three options that you will choose from. Okay, so the next slide will have these instructions. So your first option is to do a monologue. Okay, so for those that are unsure about what a monologue is, there's a quick description here. I'll also open up on Power School Learning, there's a monologue tab, and you can go in there and see some more information about monologues and such like that for those that are interested. So the instructions here are pretty clear. You're going to choose a monologue. There's a link here for options. They're all about 45 seconds to a minute and 10 seconds long, depending on how you speak. So things to think about while you're preparing is to determine who the character is, where are they, where are they performing, or where are they speaking, who are they talking to, and what do they want. You want to think about what emotions they're going to portray. And like I said, on the tab in Power School Learning, there is a document that breaks these things down, and at the bottom of it is an emotional breakdown. You don't have to turn that in, but it's definitely something for you to consider. You do need to memorize it. Okay, so pick something that you feel comfortable with. They're all about the same length, so you're not choosing something because it's short, but choose something that you can memorize. You want to also pay close attention to your movement, and again, in the tab, there's a video if you choose to watch it about movement, but you want to make sure your movement is purposeful. It's not you swaying or doing the toe tap or the jazz square or fidgeting with your clothes, but use your hands, hold your body still, or move because you have a purpose to move, not just because you want to. You should dress as your character, so decide what your character be wearing. They're not wearing your pajamas. So pick what your character be wearing depending on who they're talking to. And then finally, the end product will be for you to turn in a recording of your video, a head to toe, and I must be able to see your face. So you'll just put a link on this page to the video. And you can put it wherever you want. You can delete all of the stuff on here and embed your video on this slide, which actually would be great. That's up to you, okay? So if you choose not to do a monologue, then your other two choices are two-person scenes. So you have three to choose from. You have the monologues, and then you have two options here. So you could choose to perform with a family member. So if you have a sister or a brother or your mom or your dad or a grandmother, for that matter, who you would enjoy performing with, then you can choose to do, and that they would participate in this project. You can do it with them, or you can choose a classmate. It can't be any random friend. Okay, so it has to be somebody else from the class so that it's mutually beneficial. Your whole performance must be recorded via Google Meet. Okay, and I can show you how to do that if you choose that option and are unsure how to record. Okay, so again, the choices are here. You're going to choose which scene you're going to do. Oh, choose your option first. So you're going to do one with a family member or with a classmate. So obviously if you choose a classmate one, you're going to have to communicate together about the scene. The same with a family member. Okay, then you're going to pick a scene. Over here, I have three links to different scenes. So some of them are boy-girl scenes, some are two girls, some are two boys, and some are neutral. It doesn't tell you which one. So pick a scene. They are not all at about the same length, so you're going to want to pick one that you think you can perform effectively and have a working knowledge of the script. For this, you don't have to be fully memorized, but if I can see you spending more time looking at the script during your performance than thinking about the character and performing the scene, then that is a problem. All right, so you're going to talk to once you've chosen your scene, talk to your partner about the characters, who they are, how old they are, what's their relationship to each other, what do they each want out of the scene. Okay, it's good to know that information because it helps to inform your emotions. You also want to think about, like, do they know each other? They don't know each other. They've known each other for 25 years. They're mother and son or mother and daughter. They're best friends. You know, what is that relationship? Because it does change. And that relationship, not just we're friends, but like we're friends who've just been in a fight, or we're friends who are making up for the first time in a long time, or we're friends who do everything together, we're attached to the hip. Okay, so those are all different emotions. You act differently around those people. Okay, then you're going to want to find time to rehearse the scene. Memorize it as best you can. If you are performing with a family member, I don't obviously expect the family member to be memorized. It is helpful if they have also a working knowledge of the script so that they can give you something to play off of and you can think about your movement and such like that. If you are performing with a classmate, you must both be equally as well memorized. So if you have the paper there or the script there, that's fine, but you can't be staring at the computer more than you're staring and acting. Okay? Um, and if you do choose option 2, you and your partner will have to spend some time on Google Meets chatting, okay, or however you choose to rehearse. It doesn't matter to me how you rehearse, but ultimately you will perform on Google Meet and record yourself that way. Um, you need to think about the emotions of your character. How are they feeling? I don't want to hear any scenes that just sound like this. That's boring. If you are performing with a family member, you need to set up a space that your performance would take place in. So if you've decided your scene takes place in a living room, then you have your living room. But if you've decided it's in a coffee shop, then you're going to have to create something that you feel like looks like a coffee shop. Okay, you need to wear costumes for your character. So pick something your character would wear that's appropriate. If you choose option 1 and perform with a family member, however you film the performance, probably with somebody's phone is the easiest. You need to record the whole body of your performance. So they need to be far enough back, much like the videos I do for you. Okay, we need to see your whole body in the performance as well as your faces. If you are recording on Google Meet, we need to see you from the waist up. So that means you're not sitting for your performance, but you are standing and you are far enough away from your camera that we can see you. We want it to, as best as possible, look like you guys are interacting with each other. So it may take some practice with Google Meet. You might be able to find some tutorials online to be able to make it so that you're side by side when you're performing, or how you share the document with me, the video with me. Okay, so same as the other one, once you've filmed, you'll put the link in this page, or again, you can delete all of these instructions and embed your video straight into this slide, which is probably easier. If you're not sure how to do that, you just go to Insert, Video, and then if it's in your Google Drive, you just click on Google Drive and pick the video, and then it'll insert it right in. Okay, and so that's the instructions for this project. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'm happy to help you out. Good luck. I'm excited to see what you come up with.